Aloha, everybody, and welcome to Facebook Live with Mel Rapozo. Today is May 29th, 2019. May 29th, boy. Whew, another month has gone by. Hey, Belen, Honey, and BC. Patsy, of course. Kenny, aloha, you guys. Glenn, L, Clayton, Tony. Wow, a lot of guys, a lot of people. Alicia, Dave, thank you guys. Yeah, can you believe it's almost June already? Oh gosh, summer is here. Can you guys tell by the heat? Hey, Karen, Alicia, Dave. I think I said hi to you folks already. Jamie, B Ray Mitsuda. Not sure who that is, but anyway, welcome. Thank you guys for jumping on today. Stacy, aloha. Bitos, Rick, and Marcos, and Ed Phillips, all the way from California. You can see the shirt, Ed. Yeah, I grab. Hey, how's it, cousin? Nice to see you guys. Yeah, man, summer is here. Summer is here. It is so hot. Hey, Gayla. Aloha, you guys. Aloha, everybody. Just so dang hot. I mean, it's. I don't know what it's going to be like come June and July and August. It's. I mean, if this is an indication of the summer that's coming, we're going to be in for some trouble. Millicent. Oh, Alicia, thank you very much. That's so sweet. Yeah, I always think about my mom too. I miss her so much. Hey, Christian, Randy, Carlos, Cindy, and Terrence, and Linda. How you guys? All right, all right, all right. Well, let's get started. Hey, Wendy Lou and Mark, again, thank you guys for coming back for more. Hey, aloha, you guys. Anyway, Memorial Day weekend, we just had a nice long weekend. Hey, Bobby, thank you for joining us. I just wanted to send our appreciation to the families. I did. Hey, Larry and Belinda, I did post a post about the difference between Armed Forces Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and I was quite surprised that there were a lot of people that didn't know the difference. They just had no idea, and so yeah. Memorial Day is the day that we pay tribute to our fallen soldiers, airmen, guardsmen, Marines, and everyone that served. And one day a year. I think they deserve a whole lot more, but that's one day a year where we all take a step back and in our own special way pay tribute to those that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and we thank them. And their families that also sacrificed. Hey, Becky, aloha. Yeah, so it's just that day that we pay tribute and honor all of those that have fallen while serving this great country. So just wanted to touch on that. I know it's after post Memorial Day, but nonetheless, this is not something that we should limit to one day a year. This should be something like Armed Forces Day and Veterans Day as well. Also, congratulations to all the graduates. Hey, Haunani and Jade, high school graduates, and a special thank you to all of those that are responsible for Project Grad. Hey, Jade and Sunny, aloha, you guys. All of those that either volunteering or the funding, the funders of Project Grad that keeps our seniors, our graduates safe for the night. I can remember those days. I can't imagine my mom and my dad when on graduation night wondering where the heck the kids were. But now we gotta, there's these structured events for them that keep them safe all night long, alcohol-free, drug-free. So just wanted to say, number one, congratulations to all the graduates. Their life has just begun. We talk, a lot of them are going off to college. A lot of them are going off to trade school. Some going off to the military. Hey, Rod and Mona. Some have no clue what they're going to do. We all saw the report that just came out that we put so much emphasis on college. Now the trades are having problems filling their positions. And that's a vital part of our society and our community. Hey, Andre Kane, aloha, brother. How are you, man? God, this is so great. I get people from all. Andre is from Texas. You know, he's a friend of mine from Texas. So this is so cool. Um, but yeah, so we put so much energy and focus on college that now the trades and everyone else is struggling and suffering uh, for workers and students. What do they call them? Trainees and apprentices. So interesting, yeah, interesting. And again, there's that segment that just have no idea. You know, we the millennials are a different breed today. I mean, you know, we're seeing they're coming out. They're not interested in the 9 to 5. They're not interested in corporate America. A lot of entrepreneurs coming out of the classes today, which is a good thing. I mean, I think we should focus on teaching our kids all aspects of life. Someone posted a little, it was a meme, I guess, or a graphic that said, you know, get rid of geometry or algebra 3 or whatever it was, and teach life skills. Get them in there and learn entrepreneurship. Hey, Brian and Steve, learn about life, and I agree. You know, and understanding that math is important and critical, but so is life. And I think we have a lot of kids coming out of school, going off to college for the first time away from home, and are struggling because they can't balance a checkbook, or worse yet, they're passing up on opportunities that they could have. And we just got to teach them that risk is a good thing. That, you know, sometimes taking a step based on your gut feeling is a good thing, and that we shouldn't let the fear of failure stop us from doing anything that we choose to do. And so that's again, you know, I have to agree. My son is head of welding at KCC. Yeah, I'm telling you, Roland. Aloha, Roland. You know, these guys are coming off their apprenticeship programs. You know, plumbers, electricians, welders, carpenters. You know, and doing very well for themselves. Hey, Kaleo and Bethany and Joy and Penny, thank you guys for joining us. So it's a whole nother life, and not that college isn't important. Of course it is. You know, but I think there's a whole nother world out there. Not everyone is built for college. I got my degree. I didn't get my degree till 2009. And I was really, really late, you know. But nonetheless, I learned a lot, and I wish I had gone when I was younger. But anyway, hey, Randy. Aloha, you guys. So congratulations to all the graduates, all the parents of graduates and families of graduates. And again, thanks to Project Grad and everyone that puts that together for keeping our kids safe. Only enough signed up this past semester to have a 3-credit class. Yeah, I see. Again, honey, I think that goes to show that we're not promoting all aspects of life. And, you know, as I get older, my vision has gotten a lot wider as to the different opportunities out there. And gosh, I wish I knew then what I know now, you know. Hindsight is always 20/20. Hey, Kevin and Lola. All right. Well, council passed the budget today, so it is final. Nothing major. I did watch the meeting this morning. It was pretty uneventful. A little bit of comments about, you know, they made a little bit of cuts, a little over 100 grand, I think. It's a very small section of the budget that was cut. But, you know, I think you know, no property taxes was raised, which is a good thing. Of course, we're just coming off of the increase in the GET, and that's going to fund the road work. And the chair connoisseur was saying that, you know, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen as quick as people want it to. But nonetheless, I think a lot of people are going to be watching. Hey, Lola, the emotional feelings and how to handle it. Yes, Wendy. Hey, Val and Regina. I think, you know, yes, we all got to be patient, but I think, you know, we have been patient long enough, and I think it's now time because, again, not that I thought that money was the problem, because I don't believe money was ever the issue. And I've said it many, many times. It was never the money, because the roads division was always funded appropriately. The roads just weren't being paid. It wasn't a funding issue. It was I believe, a performance, a management issue. But now they got the money, so we will see. Other than that, there was, like I said, pretty uneventful budget. And we'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. All right, all right, all right. Maui hiker Noah Mina. They found the missing hiker. Unfortunately, he not sure what happened, if he fell off a cliff or what, but they did find his body today. And it's so sad because everyone's expectations were so high after Amanda Eller was rescued after 17 days. Hey, rolling all the way from Houston, Texas. Unbelievable. Awesome. Hey, Paul. So, I think everybody had expectations that, hey, maybe, you're going to have two miracles in a week. That just did not pan out. So condolences out to the family of Noah. And really, the Amanda's rescue was amazing, actually. And even she herself said she doesn't know how they were able to see her through the brush and all. She was in a location that was very difficult to see, but miracles do happen. And it was a very spiritual event for her, as she's talking about today, right? I obviously, I think while you're lost and not knowing if you're ever going to get found, it's got to be a horrific feeling. And it's just so sad that we two hikers from Maui, Mara, and one, the family is just in total celebration mode right now, and appreciation mode. I mean, those rescuers that never gave up, even after the authorities called off the search, those rescuers never gave up. And in fact, after they found Amanda, those same rescuers continued on searching for Noah. And everybody was hopeful. I was. I mean, I prayed and asked that they find him as well. And it's unfortunate, he didn't make it. But it's so the irony of it. Two different people from two different walks of life, and they both go hiking and pretty much at the same time, and one makes it and one doesn't. Just so sad. It's just a sad day for the family of Noah. And at the same time, such a happy time for the family of Amanda. So anyway, our prayers go out to all of them and the families of both of them. And it's just sad. Hey, Debbie and Priscilla. All right, how's about Cody Lee? How many of you guys saw? If you saw Cody Lee's video on Facebook, or if you watched America's Got Talent last night, put a thumbs up or a number one in the chat box, because I mean, if you haven't seen it, I shared it on Facebook last night or this morning. It was, I can't remember what time it was, but if in fact you did see it, let me know. Click the thumbs up. Hey, Parnell, Antimili, Kule, how you guys? If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. If you haven't seen it, go to my page, or it was amazing. One of the best videos I've ever seen. And if you haven't seen it, it's hi, Auntie Millie. If you haven't seen it, it's Cody Lee. He's 22, and he's autistic and he's blind. And his mom walks him out on the stage, and he has a cane, the cane that the blind people use, and I don't want to say it was funny, but his responses was very entertaining. When the judges asked him questions, his mannerism, obviously he's autistic, and he's blind. So finally they ask him, what are you going to do for us? And he says, I'm going to sing. You got to watch it. I cried. Awesome. Best yet. Yeah, I was at work. Thank God I worked alone last night, because no one could see me cry. But anyway, so he goes up, and then they finally walk him to the piano, and he rips out a song, and he is awesome. I mean, a guy can play the piano. He's got an amazing voice. If you haven't seen it, please, and if you have it available, share it. If all of you, let's make that video go viral. So he does his number, and everybody's in shock. As he was talking before he performed, they showed Simon a couple of times. Hey, Kelly, and Tito, and it looked like Simon was thinking, how did this guy get onto the stage, and what is this guy gonna do? Because he obviously did not appear to be musically inclined, or he had a hard time even speaking. But when he got onto that mic, he was just amazing. I hope this guy goes all the way. I know he's gonna be around for a while, and not because he's blind and because he's autistic, because he's talented. And anyway, Judge Gabriel Union, brand new judge, first episode, and Smiley, Jocelyn, and Brett. And so they go through it, and they're all in shock. A couple of the judges are crying. I'm bawling majorly. And then Gabriel just does the golden buzzer. And it's just enough. You want a happy moment, watch the video, save the video. And whenever you're feeling like crap, you just watch that video. Hey, Brett and Jocelyn, if I haven't told you guys hi already, sorry, these things run so quick. Hey, Mildred, we all complain about nonsense. We all complain. I'm guilty. We all are. We all think that our lives are so problematic. And then when you watch a video like that and you realize, this kid, he's 22 years old. He's not a kid anymore. Hey, Dad, all the way from Washington. This kid has no barriers. He made the decision that he's not. There's no barriers for him. For him to go up on that stage in front of millions of people around the world and just and do what he did, I think that's what we need to learn from that. I think we all got to learn from that. When you think you're having a rough day, think of Cody Lee and think about the decision he made, or he has to make every day to move forward. So unbelievable. Cody Lee, golden buzzer winner last night. I hope he's around for a while. I definitely want it. He got the golden buzzer, so he's going straight to the live show. Hey, John and Wendy, aloha, you guys, Sherry. But if you haven't seen it again, it's probably on YouTube. Cody, Kodi, last name is Lee, Lee. All right. How's this story? I just saw. Hey, Marlene, the ex-HPD officer. He got indicted for sexually assaulting a 5-year-old girl between 2004 and 2008. 4 years. Almost 5 years. Hey, Jesse and Kim. So he got indicted and he pled not guilty. There was a bunch of Class A felonies and some Bs and some Cs or whatever. And they were set to go to trial. And then the Honolulu prosecutor offered him a deal where they're going to get rid of the Class A felonies. So he would plead no contest to the Bs, the Class B, which is the number 2 level of crime. And he would be guaranteed probation. Hey, Kevin. So he pleads no contest. The court accepts his guilty or no contest plea, and then he's set for sentencing, I believe, in August. But he's allegedly now, because he never went to trial, but the grand jury indicted him, sexually assaulting a 5-year-old girl for 4 years. More than 4 years. And I don't know what the judge's authority is. I always thought that a plea bargain is a plea bargain. It's a deal that the defendant makes with the prosecutors, but the judge, and my wife is in the living room watching, I think, and she works for the chief judge. Sup, Kevin? Kehao? But I don't know if the judge is bound. I don't think they are bound by the plea agreement that is made between the defendant and the prosecutor. But this case should have gone to trial. I mean, I think when you look at the gravity of the alleged offenses. And the fact that, you know, the prosecutors would even make that kind of offer. So of course he's going to plead no contest. Yes, he still has to register as a sex offender, but based on that offer, I don't know how the prosecutor can guarantee probation. I don't think they can. I'll be watching that case, because if the judge, and again, I'm not sure how the system works. I always thought that the judge can override a plea agreement. Prosecutor probably lost evidence. Whatever the case, I mean, I think, well, besides sending a wrong message, and again, yeah, without knowing the specifics, that could be, it doesn't appear that way. It appears that this was a last-ditch effort to get out of going to trial. But anyway, that little girl is scarred for life. Her sentence is, I always say sexual assault and rape is worse than murder, because, murder is bad, but the victim no longer lives in pain. The family does. But in a sexual assault victim, that victim lives with that pain and that scarring and that issues forever, for the rest of their life. So yeah, it's one thing I don't really, I don't like to see these kinds of things. But we'll follow that to see how that's going to pan out once they get to sentencing, because 5 years old, and for 4 years or 5, whatever it was, you want to plead no contest. You plead to the Class A. You plead, and you don't guarantee probation. That's insane. Anyway, again, don't know the specifics, but I know what I read, and it just seems this is not fair. I guess that's just the bottom line. Alrighty. Some good news out of Colorado, and this one is AJ Dean and Chanel and Xylee and Alan. Who else did I miss here? Sharon. All right. Thank you guys again. Thanks for joining us every Wednesday, 5:30 to 6:30, right here on Facebook Live, on Facebook, and we get all our videos up on my YouTube channel, Mel Rapozo. So yeah, don't forget, go to YouTube, search me up, subscribe and like, and there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Click that. That way you'll get notified whenever we put a video up. Prosecutors should only be allowed to offer to try and get probation, but decisions should be up to the judge. Absolutely, and I still believe that's the case. I still think that's my wife must be baking. Oh, she made a ton of pickled mango that's soaking in the refrigerator. Man, that girl is amazing. I went to work, came home this morning, opened up the ice box, and it's just containers of pickled mango. Yeah. She said, Mel, go do a contest on your show, and we'll give away some pickled mango. I said, well, I don't know what kind of contest. Hey, Jan and Jason, aloha, you guys. Yeah, Marlene, but you're right. We'll see what the judge does. I believe it's in August. But anyway, Colorado, this one, is another story. I think that, when we see some good things happen somewhere else, we should copy. And this is one of the issues I've always had, is why do we in the United States of America pay outrageous amounts for prescription drugs? Now, the insulin, out of control in America. Out of control. Some of our citizens cannot afford to get their medicine, cannot afford to take their insulin. So the diabetes gets out of control. And you know what happens? It just, the diabetes is such a serious condition and such a treatable condition. But the prescription drug companies have basically put the cost and the prices of these prescription drugs, and it's not just insulin, it's chemotherapy. You know what? It's amazing, right? And not that I don't support it. You know, we hand out needles, we hand out the what's that called for the heroin addicts, methadone, and all of these other drugs to combat the withdrawals for free. But yet our cancer patients, our diabetics, all of our people that are living with these ailments that require medication to keep them alive, some of them can't afford it. And yet right across the border in Canada, it's super, super cheap. But the federal government won't allow us to import our medication from Canada. So anyway, the governor of Colorado, Governor Polis, never met the guy, but I really like him just because I've read some of the things that he does. He's kind of, I would say, very unique, and I like that. Hey, Tom, Matthew, no need to make contests, just sell the pico mango. She refuses to sell. Anything that she bakes and makes, whatever, she refuses to sell. So that's out. So we'll think of something. So Governor Polis signed legislation into law that caps, I'm going to read it as I read it, that now limits the co-payments of a 30-day supply of insulin at $100. No one will ever pay more than $100 for their insulin for a month's supply. Now, I love it. Now that's groundbreaking, earth-shattering legislation. That's when your legislators are doing something for the people. And hey, Leonore and Marlo, how you, Marlo? You know that some of the patients in Colorado were paying more than between $600 and $900 a month as their copay for their insulin. So they're not taking their insulin. They're not taking their insulin and they're dying, or they're getting very sick. So the governor, said enough is enough, and their legislature, and said no, so now we limit. So the insurance companies, because they cannot control the price of insulin, and that's something that these greedy drug manufacturers are not gonna change. Hey, Anyana and Palinapa. So the insurance companies now are gonna have to eat it. So yes. And they estimated it's going to be less than $1. And Colorado is a big state. It's going to be less than $1 increase per month in medical premiums per person to cover the cost that they're going to have to absorb. But hey, Chantel, but that's what it's going to take. That's when legislators got to step in. We have people that are very ill, relying on these medications, and these companies and insurance companies forcing them to pay $600 or $900 a month. Shame on them. Now, why don't we do that with all medications? I think that the reform has to come. The reform has to come. Now, the governor is also looking at legislation that was going to allow or provide the importing of prescription medication from Canada. Now, that's going to require federal government approval. And that is where it's going to get very, very interesting. See, but it takes a strong, big, bald governor like Polis to say, we're going to try. And we're going to put the pressure on Congress and the President of the United States to do something about it. Hey, Janice Pasqua. We're going to go ahead and try. What's going on? We're going to go ahead and try. We're gonna see how we can get those prescription medications brought in from Canada, and let Congress. Hey, Chala, you can see Patsy's right there in the back. You can see Chala. You're right there. Oh my God. You can see. Well, I lost my train of thought. Son of a gun. Anyway. You can tell Chala. No, I don't know what I was saying. Hi to Chala. Anyway. I get my wires crossed. Still never sleep from this morning, but anyway, it's gonna take that kind of moves where put the pressure on the governor, on the president and Congress to tell the people, no, No, see, the lobby is too strong. They're donating too much money to our campaigns. The drug companies are donating way too much money to our campaigns that we cannot change that law. Because if we start allowing prescription medication from Canada, that'll force the American drug companies to lower the prices. We can't have that, because these fat, loving, plane riding, Cadillac driving CEOs and their lifestyle is going to be affected while our people are dying. So anyway, hey Ed, aloha, Bitos. So yeah, issues that our congressional delegates should be working on. Absolutely. Hey Chantel, rather than worrying about what the heck I just looking what they I forgot now, but anyway, but you're exactly right, Bitos. That is the kinds of issues that Congress should be going after. How do we keep our people healthy? How do we provide our people with the medications that they need? Hey Cheryl, and
I didn't get that.
Oh, my Siri, I don't know why. And that's what they should be working on. Working on how we can get that in, how we can get our people that need medicine, the medicine that they need. Hey, Ashley. Okay. Here's another one. This one's going to get some hey, feel free to chat in. I appreciate it's nice to have like a somewhat of a two-way. Hello, Ivan from Maui. Aloha, man. Kayla the princess. All right. What is this? Chantel lost your dog. Okay.
So if you can, well, maybe she can tell you where he is.
Okay, Chantel lost her dog. So Chantel, I don't know which Chantel, but there's a few of them. But if you found a dog, let's just start with that. If you found a dog, post it here so that Chantel can get with you and find out. I'm sure there's a lot of
Chantel Hammond.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what kind of dog. Chantel, if you want to post what kind of dog it is, please do so. Ilona and Sean, anyone discuss the new anti-abortion laws in some states? No, we haven't, not yet. Let's see if we get some time at the end. Yeah, that's like the whole country is going upside down with the anti-abortion laws, pro-life, and it's just amazing. So, hey, Adam, but I did want to talk about this one here because the Hawaiian Airlines never ceased to amaze me. I don't know if you saw the report. The new federal reports just came out. Hey, Rowena, that in 2018 they collected about $110 million for change fees and baggage fees. Just under 85 million for baggage fees, and just under 25 million for change fees. Think about that. That's $84.7 million for baggage fees. That's a lot of money. And 24.7 million for change fees. What are your thoughts, people? What are your thoughts on that? I've been watching you guys post the fares. I've been getting a lot of emails now about the special fares to the West Coast, California, Oregon. Less than $400 round trip, and they're trying to I guess ease up the fares because of Southwest. Hey, Eugene. Aloha, brother. But it's $110 million. And Southwest doesn't charge change fees, and they don't charge baggage fees. Southwest Airlines credit card. Yeah, I got my 5,000 points. Patsy got her 5,000 points. It took a long time, but we got the 5,000 miles. Hoping your luggage doesn't get demolished. Why is Southwest taking so long to include Kauai? I think terminal improvements is what I heard. We're just not ready for them to, but they are working on it. So I understand it's going to be soon. They're ripping us off, but they get us over a barrel. Yeah, and not for long. I mean, once we'll have an opportunity to make a choice. And they asked them. They asked the Hawaiian Airlines, with Southwest moving in, with their no baggage fee, no change fee, was Hawaiian Air going to be looking at changing their policies? And they said they have no plans to change their policies. Absolutely no plans. So they're okay with it. They're going to continue, and that's how it's going to work. So, like I said, if you're lucky enough to be on the Premier Club and you get the 2 free luggage, the 2 free bags, and if you're at the airport terminal and you see someone at the kiosk and they have bags, preferably a senior, large family, go up to them and say, hey, you know what? Use my free bags for you. Let's try to reduce that 84.7 million by giving away. If you don't have baggage, especially those of you that travel on business and you only got your briefcase or you got a little hand carry, give the free bags away. Just go up and say, hey, you know what? Just use my card. I mean, just, and put your little bag tag on them and adios. That's what Aloha is, when you get to share. I mean, a lot of us have the Premier. I don't have Premier or whatever, Platinum, but the basic gold card. I don't even have gold anymore. I only get the regular one. But that you get the 2 free bags. So give it away. Give it away. Got to claim lost luggage. They pay up to a certain $500. I saw the workers going home with luggages. That's not good. Hawaiian also changed their Air Mile awards, made it worse. Yeah, now I don't know if you guys noticed that they went from the fixed mileage awards to a range now. So, and I don't have the numbers with me. I did post on it a while back, but yeah, it's it's even, I think, twice as many more miles you got to use depending on when you fly. So, yeah, it's wrong. It's horrible. So, Southwest may be the option. Alaska is a great airline. It's like I always say, it's sad because a lot of our friends and family work for Hawaiian. They got the best employees and the best service, I think, customer service across the board. But their corporate, their leadership, their management, their decision makers at their corporate office are just plain greedy. It has absolutely nothing to do with their employees, because they got a heck of a crew, but their corporate leadership is not concerned with the people of Hawaii. That's just what it is. All right. And China now is threatening to do their own trade sanctions. You know that China. That's why I love this show, this Facebook Live, because it forces me to go dig information. But China has this, what they call exotic minerals. Exotic minerals that are used to build electric vehicles and cell phones. So they are threatening the United States, hey, Eric, that they're not going to be allowing that out, which means I don't know how we're going to get it. I don't know if there's another source for these exotic minerals, but if there are, then that means the cost is going to go up. So hang on to your cell phones, your iPhones, whatever you got. Or if you're thinking about upgrading, you might want to do it now before the prices go up. Hey, Charlene, thanks for joining us. So yeah, that's interesting. They're looking at, they're gonna fight back. They want to fight back. Lena Allah, how you doing? All right, and another this Charles Hugh Len. He's from Honolulu, Waianae resident, born and raised in Waianae. Went to Waianae Elementary School, and he's this huge real estate developer on Oahu. He develops the Leeward Coast, the West Side, Waianae, and all of that. Anyway, apparently he's very successful. So he just donated $100,000 to the Waianae Elementary School library. He wants to give the kids an opportunity where they can go and learn in a learning center that focuses on technology and up to date books and stuff like that. And I just thought that was worthy of sharing, because I don't know who this guy is. He's just a local boy. Like I say, Waianae graduate. I'm not sure where he went to high school. Probably not Waianae, but because they only mentioned he went to Waianae Elementary. But nonetheless, he donated $100,000 just a day or two ago, and I just thought that was awesome. And he put the challenge out to all the other rich people to do the same. They'll support that project at Waianae, or if you are in a community or from a community that needs your assistance, and I don't care where you live in this state, even in this if you just look at our island, but throughout the state, every school could use the help. Now, I'm not going to get into the DOE discussion, because that's not what this is about. This is about a citizen that did really well, became successful, and is giving back to the kids of his community. And that's all this. Hey, Todd. And again, that's the message. And it's sad that these people got to go and donate to the schools, but nonetheless, if we had all these people, all of the wealth that we have in Hawaii right now, especially here on Kauai, and like I said before, many of these guys, they are very philanthropic, but what about in the communities that they have now become members of? Roslyn and Kathy, aloha. Now, these rich people come into communities like Kauai, and they purchase up a lot of land, and they become residents of this community. They should be giving back to the community. And some of these people have more than enough for themselves that they should be giving back. They should be giving back to neighborhood centers, to swimming pools, to libraries, to drug treatment centers. Okay, Adam, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Aloha. Find something that is beneficial. And I have a passion for kids, but it doesn't have to be for kids. It can be for any segment of the community. It could be the kupuna, could be the college, could be the medical community. So, and Ed is right. Many of the wealthy, they do give, but and maybe it's anonymous, but we don't see, and I don't know where they're giving. I guess my point. Hey, Kalani, I don't know where they're giving, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that if they could direct their giving, rather than giving to the Museum of Arts in Paris or New York or wherever they're giving, let's try to contribute to the community that they now reside in a way that will benefit the kids. That's what I'm trying to say. Charlotte and Terry and Rory, aloha, you guys. Aloha, aloha, aloha. Anyway, I just thought that was a good story, and man, that just thanks to Charles Hugh Len. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so let me get my notes over here. Again, Chantel has lost her dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see this. That's Bella. If anybody's seen Bella, she is a very tiny 4 or 5 pound dog. And there's the number. Oh. Anyway, if you guys know where that dog is at, you can let me know. You can message me, and I'll make sure the owner knows. Hey, Carol. And then the other one, if you want to join Zonta, remember I say every week you guys can plug your business, your nonprofit, whatever you want to do. Post them in the text box, and hey, Michelle. But if you guys want to join Zonta, hey, aloha, Herman and Sandy. It's an awesome organization. Patsy works hard for them, and they do a lot for our community, especially with the women programs. So if you're interested, if you want to learn more, shoot me a message with your contact information, and Patsy will call you. This is a recruiting drive for Patsy and the Zonta Club. Executive session squealer. Who is this sly mongoose? I don't know. I haven't heard much. The last I heard was that they're possibly going to take it up on the 26th of June. Yeah. So that's my deadline for the county, the June 26th, to decide to do something. Otherwise, then we will pursue. But yeah, everything's kind of hush hush. I guess we spooked them. Now nobody's saying anything, and I don't know Alan Paracini. If anyone knows him, maybe you can call him and ask him. I bet he does, and I'm sure he knows. I just don't. I'm not privy to that. Hey, Roger, thanks for joining us. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that the council takes some kind of action. I really do. But that's going to be completely up to them, and I will keep you guys abreast. If the council lets this appliance repair, if the council lets this go, no one should honor anything to do with the county. Shibai. I agree. I mean, I think, not so much because I'm involved, but I think for the most part, it's like if you go to a doctor and you or your pastor or your lawyer, those discussions are confidential. They're protected. And if you go to a doctor or a lawyer or a pastor and they leak something out to the media, that's what this is. That's what happened. The trust was violated, whether it was from the council or wherever it came from. But I think what bothers me is, Brian, Nettie, and Janice, is I would have taken action already. I mean, if we had, if the council was made aware of this, I think the action should have been taken already. So again, I keep my distance. We'll just let it go wherever it goes. But I just think that the complexity or the seriousness, because it is no different than because again, what's discussed in there is protected by the statute. So we will keep you guys posted, Ed. I'm sure you guys are here before me. All right. Aloha Fix It Home Appliance and Repair. Eric Santiago, a good friend of mine. I know nothing broken yet, but if anything breaks here, Eric, you will be the guy I call. 808-346-5514. If you guys need appliance fixed or repaired, call Eric. That's the number right there. Hey, Pomai and Chris, aloha. Many of us have sworn commitments to a trusted group. When public good is violated, we have no stability. Absolutely. Agree with you 100%. It just taints the process. A process that's already difficult to trust. So, hey, Dennis and John. And Raymond Rapozo. Aloha. I'm not sure if that's my uncle Raymond, my cousin Raymond, but thank you guys for coming on board. All right, just some events coming up that I really want to get out. Not that I just think these are fun. Every year the UH football coach, Nick Rolovich, comes over to Kauai, and there's a Meet the Coach event at KCC Fine Dining. If you haven't gone, you should go. It's fun. It's entertaining. You get to meet the coach. A lot of the alumni show up, but that's on June 20th. 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Now, if there's any event that I talk about that you want more information, just shoot me a message and I can send it off to you. But it's at the KCC Fine Dining Room. If you haven't gone, you should. It's fun. Like I said, you get to meet the coaches. And Rolo is one heck of a good guy. He's a great coach, and he's just a good human. So that's on June 20th. Also, Kauai Comic Convention, Comic-Con, coming on June 8th at the Marriott, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's a long event. But that'll be fun, and I've never been to one. I'm going to try to make it, hopefully. What? No. Yeah, it's. I've seen a lot of posts about it. I've seen it on TV. I just never been to one. So 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Kauai Marriott. Hey, Julie and Anthony. And then this is a very special one. And hey, Rich and Sandy, you know, Rum Fire every month they have table 53. Every month, table 53 at the Rum Fire restaurant. All the net proceeds go directly to a charity. So you make your reservations, you go out on your dinner date or whatever, and you request table 53, and the proceeds will go to a charity. For June, it's going to be Friendship House. So my good friend Debbie, she's usually on, or George, but anyway, for the month of June, please stop by the Rum Fire. Ask for table 53. Again, all the proceeds will benefit the Friendship House, and you can just call the Sheraton 742-4786. But Friendship House is a great organization. They do a lot of good for our community, and this is one way we can help and have a great meal at a nice restaurant. And table 53 Rum Fire, month of June, Friendship House. Alrighty, let's see. Hey, just wondering, what has the Kauai Mayor accomplished since taking office? Just wondering because I only see social media. I think they're working really, really hard. Let me just put it that way. I think they're working really, really, really hard. A lot of the projects that you're seeing, we're seeing Kaapuni Road. Kaapuni Road was funded in the last administration, and only now they're starting to pave. And I'm so happy. These things just take time. So, I don't know, because I think a lot of the work that is being done, as I think the council talked about today in the budget, takes time for the people to see it come to fruition. Now, does it have to take that long? I don't know. I don't believe so. We have a paving schedule that's adopted every year. So I'm not sure what the problem is. If it's a problem, I always said that the reason I didn't support the GE tax was because I didn't believe we had the capacity. We didn't have the logistical capacity to spend $25 million a year paving roads. We don't have enough manpower. We don't have enough pavers. We don't have enough asphalt. Remember, every island is going to get this influx of cash to fix roads. There's only so many paving companies in the state, and we couldn't get it done on the monies that the council provided. They still didn't pave the roads. It was never a money issue. So, we just got to wait and see. Hey, Keith and Bryson and Leon, we just got to wait and see. And at the end of the day, the people will decide whether they're happy with the change or not. I think the Rice Street project is moving forward. Again, that project is from the prior administration. I was hoping that project would have been stopped or at least changed. But that's moving forward full speed ahead. That's, I think, going to cause a problem. Internet went down. Hello. What's going on? Due to poor wireless. Hearing me? If you're hearing me, please. If you can hear me, put a 1 in there, please. This thing is telling me to reconnect. Can you guys hear me? Okay, sorry, I don't know. I get one thing on my screen saying trying to reconnect. But anyway, I was hoping that the project would be amended. That once they start digging that up, and once they start reducing the lanes, and once they start working on the medians and the walk and bike paths, I think people are going to get frustrated. So again, we're just going to have to wait and see. What is our past mayor Bernard up to these days? Is he working or spending valuable time with family? Yes, he is. Bernard is actually enjoying being a grandpa. I don't know if you've seen Bernard lately. He's been exercising. He's looking really good. Lost a lot of weight. All the weight he's lost, I picked up. So we call ourselves again the free agents. But he's doing well. Hasn't really decided what he's gonna do. But he's doing fine. What about the Mueller press conference? Impeach or not to impeach? Why is Cohen in jail while his crime boss goes to London? All I saw was that Mueller resigned, and that he came out and made a statement that said that the report did not clear the president. So unfortunately, Rich, I didn't get a chance to dig into that issue, but I know that Mueller's gone, and the question now is what happens next. What a waste of money. How is the park ride system working with the Kauai bus? I don't know, Eugene. I know they're building a nice, beautiful transit station right there between the county building and the old Big Save. We will wait to see how that goes. Hey, Leona. That's a lot. That's all part of that Tiger Grant. That's what I guess for me, I think. And I just wish back in the day we would have used our energies and resources to go after funds that would really benefit our community more than anyway. Hey, looks like I'm getting a whole lot of ones. So wait, let me see here. Oh yeah, I guess I'm on. Everybody's putting one.
Everybody can see, but you know.
Sharon Woodward. All right, here, hang on. Okay, the Trey and Lenson bodyboarding competition. This is new. August 10th to 11th. So we're giving you guys a lot of time. August 10th, 11th. Sign up on Stacked app. And this is, again, it's just a $25 entry fee. 12 and under, 18 and under, and men's 18 and up, and legends, I guess 30 and up. So anyway, $125 entry fee. If you have any, there's not even a thing. Okay, Stacked app, STACT app. Trey and Lenson bodyboarding competition. I don't know if you guys know what Stacked app is, but that's where you go to get information. Or again, you can message me and I'll make sure you get that information. But that's two awesome guys that are no longer with us, and this is going to be an awesome event, a tribute to them, and just a great day surfing, bodyboarding, and everything else. All right, is there any way the county has the ability to permanently keep the purple lady from living at the Kapaa bus stop? Well, that's going to take a lot. We need a whole show just to cover that. We talked about the fact that our state mental health system is broken. And, if I was standing on the top of a building or sitting on a scaffold, and I was just sitting there minding my own business, I wasn't hurting no one. I wasn't going to hurt myself. I wasn't going to hurt I think the authorities would come get me down. And I don't see the difference. And, people, maybe they think I'm crazy, but, this lady is not well. She's very ill. She's dying. And yet the mental health people say we cannot do anything. The hospital people say we cannot do anything because she refuses. Well, if I refuse to come down from that scaffold, they would come get me. So anyway, that just is a whole, we cannot prevent them from, they tried that. They arrested her, took her to the hospital, and the hospital let her go. And she needs medical assistance. That's the problem. And whether it's mental health or just physical health, it's a problem. So Nina, Kevin, Jeanette, thank you for joining us. It's a tail end. I know we're running out of time. Beatles, the scale is still not working. They are going to make do with one scale. Unbelievable, but that's the way it is. That scale, we're going to check on that scale every single week because I know it's very important to you. So anyway, guys and gals, it's hey Brad, aloha. It is now 6:30. I got to bail, but you guys, thank you all again. YouTube, Mel Rapozo, the videos show up there. You can watch the replays. Or you can just find me on Facebook. every Wednesday, 5:30 to 6:30. I appreciate you guys so much for joining us and chiming in. And again, if you guys want topics to discuss, shoot me a message. We'll bring it up next week, Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, 5:30, same place, same time. We appreciate you guys. Oh, I forgot about the contest for the pickle mango. Come next week. Gonna be really, really soaked up by next week. We'll figure out a contest. Aloha, you guys. Have a great evening. God bless. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.